Okay. Welcome to Beyond the Board podcast with Coach Arnold, and
Uh,
today our guest is Omri Solel from Israel. How are you?
Fine, fine. How are you?
I'm fine too, thank you. And we will discuss about Israel's basketball, about coaching, and about Yas basketball and Israel. And could you introduce yourself to the audience?
So my name is Omri Solel. I'm basketball coach in Israel, coaching for over 10 years. I have experience with men's, women's, youth departments, senior teams, a little bit from everything. I was a player in the lower divisions, and my love of basketball came from there.
Yeah, thank you. And how did basketball first enter your life? And at what point did you realize you wanted to become a coach?
I think it was always in me because when I was a player, I was like a little coach on the court.
Hmm.
And the point when I really started to think about it was, I think, in the age of 21. I started coaching in the age of 18, but it was for the money or just to have a job. And a couple of years later, I saw that I have a really big passion for it. And I thought that maybe I can do something with it. And it started from there.
When you started to play in basketball, at what age?
Third grade,
Oh,
I started soccer in Israel.
mhm.
I really loved it, but my father didn't want me to play soccer. Really loved basketball, so he pulled me from soccer, put me in basketball, and say, "Take the ball, and you'll be here." Uh, and
I
it
know
was
that soccer is more popular than basketball in Israel. That's right?
Israel and generally in Europe, I think.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, in my country, football is more popular too. Um, Sadly, uh,
Yeah.
I think. But it's great. You started to play from the 7 years old. Yeah,
7 years old. Yeah. Yeah.
that's great. And it was some private club or school club or where it was.
In Israel, it's a city club. We don't have programs in school like in the US or
Hmm.
something like that. And it's not every club is a private club. Some clubs have a partnership with the city. Some of them are own clubs, but it's not from school. It's after hours and after school hours, and that's it.
Hmm. That's interesting. And about your coaching experience, you've coached both boys and girls
Yeah,
teams up to U18.
yeah.
And how has that experience shaped you as a coach?
I one of my things that were very important to me is that in every year I try to challenge myself and explore as much as I can. So I tried almost every year that I coach to coach also boys and girls because it's really different. And
Hmm.
every team or every section of this one is giving you something else. It's two different sports to me. It's not the same. Uh, so I really enjoy it. Now I'm coaching one team, an under 16 girls team in Ramat Hasharon. It's one of the best clubs for youth basketball, women. Um, that's it.
Mm, that's great. Um, we talked about basketball system in Israel that you have not a school program like in the US. And can you explain how YAS basketball is structured in Israel from the first step, from the first grade, maybe to U18 level or maybe to elite level?
The elite level, the leagues starting in fifth grade. Till then, it's like uh, going to it's 2 times a week, 45 minutes practice just to
Mm.
expose the kicks uh, to the ball, to the atmosphere, to just to have fun. Some clubs work better at this stage because eventually it's very important years, and you want the kids to sponge everything they can and be ready for a competitive league later. But eventually, it's just to have fun and expose them to basketball. In fifth grade, we start the leagues, boys and girls. Uh, it's depend on the club, but it's between two practices and a game once in 2 weeks, I think. And some clubs do it three practices in one game. In weeks that when you don't have a game, it's another practice. So it's eventually 3 meetings to 4 meetings uh, at a year. And it keeps going and going when you're growing up. And again, it's very different between boys and girls. Because in girls, you don't have the capacity per year to fill full teams. A lot of the good players do two teams every year. So it's combined teams from different years. In boys, you can be one team. You don't jump players a lot. Um, so again, it's a really different sport from on the court to off the court.
Mm. And how many clubs in your city?
I'm not coaching in my city. I'm coaching in a city 15 minutes away. But in my city, where I grew up, we had one club. Now we have two clubs. Um, and when I coach right now, I'm coaching right now. We have it's separate clubs for boys and girls. So it's not together. Some clubs are together. They have a boys department, girls department under the same name. Where I'm coaching right now, it's two different clubs. So we have one for boys, one for girls.
And how many kids in it?
In our club,
Yeah.
I think in the youth department, the really young till fifth grade, we have 500, between 400 to 500 girls.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah,
500 kids. And
yeah.
how many
In
age
the
groups?
non-competitive teams.
Yeah.
Uh, and after it, the numbers get down. It's like maybe 200, 150, something like that.
Oh, sorry. Can you repeat? Uh, uh, in your club, about 50, 100 kids under 5th grade.
Under five grade, between 400 to 500.
Oh, and 200 after 5th grade.
150 to 200 after.
Oh, whoa, whoa. That's great. That's really amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
But I'm coaching at one of the best clubs for women's basketball. Uh,
and
so
how many kids participant in the practice during one practice?
in competitive teams,
Both of it, not only
it's
competitive.
different. It's different. In the competitive teams, it's between 10 to 15.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, in the non-competitive teams, it can be 20, it can be 15. Again, depends on when, uh, on when and where.
Mm. 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 That's interesting.
But
And you have a lot of session in a day, yeah?
yes, yeah. Again, in women basketball, especially in Israel, I don't know a lot of around the world, but you don't have the capacity, the capacity of players to fill in teams. You need to take three, five, six players from the younger team and put
Mm.
them also, not instead, also in the higher team. Like I have six players, 6.5 players
Mm-hmm.
play in my under 16 team and in the under 18 team. It's half a team. So eventually they have we manage the loading, but it's very important for us that they will do all the practices with every team and not to separate them from the team because they have two teams to be in. So they have just basketball, 2 games, and for six, between 6 to 7 practices. In addition, they have like gym, the physical training. But again, we manage the load. We manage it smartly. Um,
Mm. That's great. You have six practice in a week and some gym session, yeah?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And
We
how
have,
many gym session in a per week?
in per season, we have 3 a week because it's very important to get ready for the start of the season. It's a long season and a busy season. During the week, it's between one or two, depend on the week.
Mm.
Uh, yeah. If some players didn't play a lot, or so we give them additional workout, or they can go. They have a plan to the gym. They can go alone and do it. Usually, we have a trainer that works with the team and do the sessions. And we also have a mental coach that comes to every practice, every game. Uh, is doing sessions in the practices. He takes the players, all the players know that they can. Hey, his name is Dubi. Hey, Dubi, can we talk? Hey, Dubi, I have something to share with you.
Sorry for disturbing you. How many coaches do you have in the team? You have head coach, mentor coach.
Head
Uh,
coach, mental coach, the training coach is not there for all the practices. He came especially when we have practice with him. I don't have an assistant coach this year, but I have the mental coach full time, and I have help for my coaches when I need it.
oh, can you please tell me about mentor coach? I don't know anything about it, and firstly hear this thing that's really interesting for me.
Um, Eventually, we play a sport that it's body and soul together, and you can work very hard during the week, but especially for kids, they have other things in their life, school, boyfriend, girlfriend, parents, distractions. And it's very hard in the competitive situation to come and leave aside all the worries, all the bad things, all the happy things, and be a pros. It's work in progress. And it's really important to share. It's really important to work on dynamics on things that can improve and help individually, and also the team, as in chemistry, dynamics, uh, and it goes and goes. Um, so we have Dubi. His name is Dubi again. Uh, he do sessions for team chemistry. We talk together before the start of the week and think what we want to work, what is important for us to work this week, what we feel is a little bit down, what we want to strengthen, and he do sessions for the team. And also he's taking players that we see that need some help, or they have something to say and don't feel comfortable to come. And beside that, the players know that the two beside of me, we have another person that they can share or maybe feel more comfortable to talk with. And I think it's very important, very, very important. Because again, it's not just X's and O's and how to shoot the ball. It's more than that.
And uh, is it like a psychologist in the team? Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. That's it.
But does he know something about basketball game or only in mental health?
He know basketball. Is like is sport, call it sport psychology.
Mm,
Uh, he knows the environment. He know the emotions. He know everything. But he's not a basketball coach.
mm. Oh, that's great, that's amazing. That's amazing. I firstly hear this thing. Uh, mm, that's really impressive for me and very interesting. And you have a strength condition coach, yeah?
Again.
And you have a strength and conditional coach
Yes. Yes.
who works with your girls in the gym, yeah?
Yeah. In the gym, on the court, depend on the week, and on the intensity and the schedule that there was during the week. Is not there with us every practice, but when we have a conditioning practice, so it's with him. He's coming. He works with all the teams in the club.
Yeah. Thank you. Um, and one more question about coach and stuff. Is it mentor coach your invention, or is it thing that all clubs have in Israel?
It's unique. I think it should be in every club. I don't know if in every team, because
Hmm.
not all the teams are competitive teams or like diamond teams, like we say in Israel, like the top of the club. But every club should have. Not every club have. Not every good team have. Eventually, it's money, you know.
Yeah.
Uh, and not all the clubs have the luxury to do it. But you can see that from year to year, more clubs going to that direction. If it's in a mental coach, if it's more practices or more they bring more conditioning coach. Um, so teams, clubs manage their money better, or I don't know, and you see those things more from year to year.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's a serious organization. I think it's a good coaching staff for Yas team. Around the world, not a lot of team have someone except head coach. You have head coach, strength conditional, and mental coach. That's great, but you work without an assistant coach, yeah?
Yeah. Um, it's really hard. Even if you think that you are a good coach and you can manage all the things, and Eventually it's hard to be with eyes on everywhere, and especially in girls that you have a lot of emotions inside.
Yeah.
Uh, um, but you find a way how to do it. If it's some help from the mental coach, if it's some help from the staff, and this is what it is, as you said. Almost everywhere in the world is just the head coach, no assistant coach. So no complaints, and something to improve. We have something to improve.
Uh, I haven't been having assistant coach 9 years, and only in this years I have an assistant. That's amazing. That's amazing because when you give a lot of emotion all day, it's very hard. I work with kids from 6 to 17 years old, and at 6, 7, and 8 years old, you should give a lot of emotion to kid because they want fun. And it's really hard to me to give all this emotion all season. And I have a competitive teams too, and that's really hard. And the assistant coach really helped me in some situation. Uh, but I think I wish have a mental coach too in my team. That will be really great.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, but you can take inspirations from me and add the mental coach, and I can take inspiration from you and take an assistant coach. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. That interesting. I don't know to this moment that some clubs in Europe, in Israel, have mental coaches. That's great. In Russia, we haven't got a mental coaches. I that's great. That's
you have
great.
a mental coach that players go privately, like it's something that happened, like a skill coach. I don't know where
No,
development.
no, no. If some players feel badly, they can complain only to head coach, and I think that in our country we not often go to psychologists. It's not our mentality. It's not good, but it's a national tradition. I don't know how
Yeah, yeah,
I should
it's
explain.
mentality.
But on the professional level, yeah, our teams have a psychologist, and I should that we and I think that we should start to work with them from the young age to a competitive level. I think they need it.
Think the world and the game is going through the direction.
Yeah.
You hear a lot of talks and conversations about the mental part of the game, and how to handle with it, how to handle the pressure, how to handle the busy schedule. I think it's very important.
Yeah, I think that is one of the most important thing in the young age, because they have a lot of problems with it, with their mental health during the training session, during the competitions, and I have a lot of combined teams with girls and boys, and that's a big problem to involve them in one big team because girls it's one thing, boys it's another thing, and that's different worlds in
Totally,
in
totally.
in life in basketball. Of course too. That's really hard. In I think that in really young age, from 6 to 8, it's not a big problem, but is a problem when they are growing to 12 or 14 and 16 years old. That's a really different world, and that's hard. That's hard to work with it.
When the competitive game starts to come, and yeah, I think that's the proper age to start expose them to these aspects.
Yeah. Yeah, I think when I start competitive, it's more hard to educate them. And and I want to ask you about role of the clubs, school, and national team federation in player development. What can you say about it?
So again, here I think it's really depend on the club, and it's really depend if it's boys and girls. Because in girls, again, almost all of them played in two competitions. So it's really hard to add another practices, another loading on this one on them, because they won't make it. So we try in our club to almost in every practice that at least 30 minutes will be dedicated to player development. Um, in some times during the year, we do specific practices, mostly on Saturday, that dedicated to player development. In boys, where they only have one team, so it's easier to add practices that dedicated to this to player development during the full year. A lot of players, again, especially in the boys, the men are going privately to outsourcing for player development. Um, every club have their rules. If they allow it, don't allow it, if they supply an alternative, proper alternative for it at home, or allow them to go outside, because it's tricky. It's you eventually, if you are a good organized club, you want to control on their body, control on their loading. And if they're going outside, you don't know what they are doing. And eventually it can hurt them. And the other side of that, you need to offer them and give them a proper alternative and proper solution for player development at the club. So it's really hard how to manage to control it, because a lot of players just go outside. Um, but in our club, we usually put it in during the week, during the every practice, to give them everything they need.
Do you work with players individually?
Yes, yes. Also, for example, yesterday I have some injuries, and six of my players were on the practice of the second team, the under
Mhm.
18 team, because they have a game today. So I worked with four players. So that kind of practices are obviously player development practices.
I know that in Israel is a really warm climate, and you work with kids privately on outside or at indoor court.
Uh, if you're working from the club and not privately, so it's indoor, because you have the
Yeah.
court. It's during the schedule. It's in the schedule, so it's not a problem. I know that I'm not working privately as a personal training, but I know that a lot of them doing it also outside, because it's really hard to get a court in Israel, an indoor court.
And how many courts outside do you have in the city?
A lot, a lot,
Yeah.
a lot. Yeah, I think like around in my city, which I know better than where I'm coaching. I think around 30.
Mm-hmm.
It's not such a big city, so
Mm-hmm.
it's yeah. You know, Israel is very small, so everything.
Are they good?
They're okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. In Russia, we don't have a lot of courts outside. I live in Moscow, and we have a lot of courts in Moscow outside, but we don't have a lot of courts in regions,
Okay.
and they are not in a good. And they are not good. They are not good quality of the courts. But in Moscow, we have amazing some amazing playgrounds outside. Yeah. Uh, I want to ask you about your practice and what does a typical Israel practice look like? And I ask about a young age and a senior level.
From the young age, I think again a lot is dedicated to player development, especially when you go younger and younger. And in the tactical, it's not a lot of tactic work in youth basketball, but it's for me and what I see in the leagues, it's how to share the ball and how to react to what's happening on the court. It's passing lanes and how to get to the offense in a good spacing and in a simple way, drive and kick. How to create, how to kick the ball, see the best option we have, how to space the floor well, and we don't play a lot of tactic. We don't have a lot of X's and O's in our club. You can see it for some coaches. Or think it's the younger one. You see the younger coaches, they come and a lot of drills and a lot of X's and O's and a lot of and I think it's not okay. It's players on this age needs to react to things, to try and to succeed and to fail, and that's what build them. So that's what we believe in our club. That's it.
Omri, and they started to play basketball at the very young age, yeah?
Yes, everyone in a different age. Some from the first grade or the kindergarten, and some can start at the competitive level. We have some players that came in fifth grade. You, in women basketball, in girls basketball, you can see immediately if someone have talent or don't have talent. And you can have some girl that comes in fifth grade, didn't touch the ball once in her life, but she know how to dribble. She have the touch. So again, you need to work with her, you need to polish her, but she have the talent. It's easier to close gaps if you get it. In boys, it's different. It's you can see that the players that started young age, they sponge and they have more on their bags, more abilities on their bags, and it's harder to close it. It's possible, but it's harder. Again, as I said earlier, it's different sports, girls and boys.
I talked to Igor Legetic from Serbia yesterday, and they said me that uh, their kids in Serbia start playing basketball from the 6 years old, 5 on 5.
Really?
Uh, really, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that was really surprising me. That started to playing basketball at 6 years old on the low rims, 3 on 3, 5 on 5, from the 6 years old. Uh,
Back 6 years old is first grade. Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, maybe, yeah, first grade.
yeah. That's uh,
Mm,
that's crazy. I
yeah,
didn't hear. Didn't hear. But they know what they're doing. Serbia, they have very successful youth programs.
yeah. In my country, we start to play basketball 5 on 5, maybe third grade. uh, Second end of the second and start of the third grade. I in my academy, that first grade we only play fun games with a ball to teach them basic fundamentals and having a lot of fun. Uh,
Yeah,
we shooting, we dribble, but not. It's like static dribble, 5 minutes, low, high, and etc. etc. But we do a lot of fun games with the ball, like chasing and etc. And I think that to the end of first grade, we started to play similar thing like one-on-one games, um, and maybe in the end of the second grade and start of the third grade we start playing 5 on 5, because in my opinion only, I think it's more safety to kids, to their mental health and to their physical health, because it's sixth grade, they very soft, and they can't receive a ball rightly, because um, they want a ball with this fingers, not like this. And if we started to play basketball at 6 years old, I think that they will have a lot of injuries, a lot of crashes on the court, a lot of fingertips injuries, and I think it's not safety. And in my academy based in school, and if someone hurts, I in 100% of things I should call an ambulance. If they hurt their fingers, I should call an ambulance.
yeah,
If they hit their nose, I need to call an ambulance. And maybe it's this is not right for all cases, but I need to do it in every case. And I really care about their health
yeah, of
because
course.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
And
uh,
in which age does the competitive league started in Russia?
U10. The first age it's U10. My kid started at 9 years old. 9 years old. If they can,
Yeah.
if they could do it at 8 or 9 years old, okay, I can join into the system. But I think it started in a lot of cases from 10 years old.
Yeah.
10 years old, they can play. My team play in commercial league and in the Moscow city league. It have different level of competition. We play in third division U12 in commercial league and have I think 8 teams in our division, and we play about 34 games in season from end of October to end of May, every week.
And you have divisions from the beginning, from the
Yeah,
10? Really?
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, in Moscow, it's currently in Moscow. We have a division at U10. We have three division that's called high, love, and easy. Easy is the lowest level. and we have a city championship. It's really high level because a lot of clubs are based on with government support, like CSKA. CSKA have their own basketball structure and basketball system from I think 4 years old, from kindergarten to a high competitive level. Uh, and their kids playing in Moscow Championship from U10, and that's really high talented players. They could shoot threes maybe at 9 years old, and with a proper mechanic, they know what it handoffs, screening, picks, and etc. etc.
Allowed in
It's
under 10? Sorry, is it
uh,
allowed to handoffs and screens are allowed in under 10? No.
No, no. But no. Yes, that's allowed, but not allowed playing zone defense under 14, and full court pressure under 10 years old. Um, it's not allowed in our league. Um, but you can use handoffs and screens and pick and rolls if you want. I think it's not good for kids, but some coaches really want to have an advantage or at another coach, and they try to teach picks from the 10 years old. I think it's really bad. But they have a lot of advantage when we play game and someone plays handoff. My kids always, what happened now? uh, in Serbia, for example, they don't play screen under 16. They can't do screen under. What about Israel?
Yeah, it's really different from us because we can do screen from under 14.
Hmm.
You don't see it a lot from as the reason you said to expose them there to make a decision on the move and you see it only on the teams that need to they don't have a good individual players individual skills and they need to make an advantage. Full court pressure also under 14. Uh, it's different. We have difference between boys and girls also here. I'm
Mm.
talking on the boys. Um, Zone under 17.
Oh.
Under 17. What else? What else? Double ups, traps. It's
Mm.
from under 16.
Oh.
In girls, is a little bit different. Full court is from under 16, not 14. Uh, we practice it in the under 14 teams. We practice full court at practice, but in the game, it don't allow. We don't allow it. And also here, zone under 18, traps under 16, and screens also under 16.
I think that great rules. That great rules for competition because I think that kids should know how to create by themselves some situation and not call for a screen and pick and he should do something yourself, or I think that he should do uh, can move or visible and without the ball to get a
Right.
ball and create a situation for him.
Exactly. The only rule that I don't fully agree with is the full court rule because you want you want to help the weaker teams to pass the half court line, but it's really hard to pass a player that's standing and starting in the half court line and all the other players are on deny or close to the player, and you have a smaller space because it's only half court to pass the ball or to get free to get the ball. And I think it's I think it's really hard. It's not most of the time. It's not helping the teams. It's a lot
Mm.
of steals on the half court line to an easy layup on the other side. So that's the only rule that I don't really agree with. But again, as you said about the free game, the spacing, the creation, the non-pick and roll, I think it's the best.
I think that teach player man-to-man pressure full court is more simple than to teach them half court defense. Because they from the bottom they started to defend their man from their
So
side of
yeah,
the courts.
you can see it. It's not. You can see it after it in their career. It's not a legitimate defense that players should, I think, defend. So yeah, that's a strange rule to me, but I can see why they do it.
Yeah. How many teams do you have in your competition in the city competitions game?
So in Israel, because Israel is very small country, it's we don't have city competition. The city competition is between schools, team schools, but it's not an organized team. It's like the all the basketball players from the school comes to with no practices, comes to the game, and it's like it's like a tournament country tournament between all the schools. It's starting in the city and then it's across the country. But because again Israel is a small country, we have divisions like between two or three divisions across all the country. So we're starting in 2 days the playoff in our league. We had the first group was divided to two separate divisions in the first division, but south and north. You have one game. You play one game against every team in your region, and for first four teams go from every division go region goes up, and the last four goes down. The lower group facing against relegation, and the upper group where we got playing for the championship. Uh, you got it, or
Yeah,
or the explanation was not good enough.
no. That's good enough. And what about the organization of the competition? Do you have a video translator, stats, and etc.?
Uh, just from the under 18 league, the Basketball Federation does it for all the under 18 programs, boys and girls, but just from the under 18. In under 16, we don't have. We need to film the game. In our club, we have a system in the home court that we can film the game, and we have it. We don't need to do it ourselves, but it's unique. Most of the teams don't have it on this age, and you need to film it and to edit the video and
Mm,
do those stuff.
yeah, I got it. In our championship, in government championship, we don't have anything of it, only stats and good gyms. But in commercial league, which we participant, we have a video translator, we have a commentator, stats, and kids have an interview after the game, and
Oh,
uh,
that's
and a
nice.
podcast about past game and a podcast about future games, about expectation and interview with some coaches. I was in one of it. That's a really fun for kids.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool. Again, in which competition you have this? Not on the city one, on the regional one, regional
Um,
competition.
yeah, it's Moscow Championship.
Oh, not the championship.
It called Amateur Basketball League for kids from 8 to 17 years old. And all games have a video translator, statistics, etc., etc., etc. And commentator, but commentator often not a good quality of with his knowledge of the game, etc. But that's great. That's great because parents and some grandfathers, grandmothers can
Okay.
see their kids on TV. Oh, and kids, oh, they feels like TV stars because of it, and and with some interviews after the game. That's great, and that's really fun. And we have some photographers on there. They have some photos. That's great, and that's really impressive for me because in my childhood we have nothing of it. We have only one protocol, and with only points that you get,
Yeah,
and
the
one
world
judge.
has changed. The world has changed.
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. But it's only in Moscow. I think that in region we have the same quality. Maybe they have in some leagues film and video, but not have an other things. But this what we have, that's great. That's great in Moscow. I think that in Moscow we have maybe four leagues, which and maybe five leagues where kids can be participant from the lowest league, where the kids only take the ball yesterday and play in competitions, to the really high level, like in government competitions. Uh, they have a lot of opportunities to compete
Yeah.
with each other. Yeah.
That-
Um, and we talked about Yas session. What about U16 training session? What do you do at your practice?
Uh, as I said earlier, usually, okay, I'll start again. Usually, I start with some warm-ups with with finishing, static finishing or motion or in motion finishing, just to get them going. It's really important to me to start the practice not with the highest intensity, but with the highest concentration, because the first layup we have is uh, is gonna affect all the other things we're doing in practice. So so it's not very intensive, but they can hear me. I want to get them going. So first thing of the practice is a lot of finishing, a lot of ball handling involved. After it, we're doing some part of a drive and kick. Uh, uh, After it, a lot of shooting in motion, not static. Almost all the time they need to move. And sometimes I'm doing a fun game after it to end the first part of the practice. And After that, a lot of uh, let me check, as I don't remember how to say it in English.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah, yeah. Like a number advantage, like three on
Mm,
one, two on one,
mhm.
four on three, five on four. Because, in my opinion, most of the possessions in the game, it's number advantage. If it's after a rebound, if you're going quick enough, you have the advantage. You defend almost every possession if it's on transition or if it's after a bad closeout. You defend under uh, player's advantage. So 15 minutes at least every practice. It's very important. And after that, it depends on the week. If we have a important game or we need to focus, mainly we focus on ourselves, but we're a very competitive team and club, so you got some important games also. But after that, it's more tactic. But again, not a lot of X's and O's, more of a game situation to expose them to game situations, and etc. etc. But that's in general. Uh, Not every practice is by the
Mhm.
book. And also we have a section of a defense. It can be one-on-one defense, full court, half court. It can be rotation. It can be a closeout ball pressure. It depend on the week. Uh,
Do you play small-sided games like 2-on-2, 3-on-3 in practice?
yes, yes. Not every practice, um, but we're doing 2-on-2 and 3-on-3. I really like games of 4-on-3 or 5-on-4. Really love those one. But if you're doing two on two is mainly pick and roll defense, and 3-on-3 is or a pick and roll defense, or I like to do 3-on-3-on-3. You have a team in the middle,
Yeah.
another team in every half court, and it's like a defensive drill. I can
Mm.
tell them on the offensive side what I want to see. Mainly it's driving kick. I can tell them today I want a specific thing on offense, but the drill is the defense. Is like you need to defend F court. If they had a basket, the team that defend need to defend it again till the half court, and then they meet another team. So it's basically 3-on-6. Um, so that's how I'm doing most of my 3-on-3 drills. This one and pick and roll.
Mm. That's interesting. About games with advantage, yesterday we do some conditional drills with five with started five with offensive team with 5 players and four defender in one side of the court and four defender in the other side of the court. And offensive team should play 20 attack on
Okay.
each rims and 10 second each attack. My assistant count 10, 9, 8, and they should play to 20 attack with advantage 5-on-4. That's great for their conditional and decision making with advantage. They feel so really tired after round, won this
Yeah.
round.
20 attacks. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They feel so tired. We do 3 rounds. No, we have 3 teams. One
Yeah.
teams play 20, then we change. They switch defense offense, and
And they need
another
to
teams.
defend after the 20 possessions.
What?
and they need to defend after the 20 possessions.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's great. Uh,
Yeah,
I
conditioning.
I agree with you that a lot of possession in a game are processing in with advantage, and especially in kids basketball. And I think they should run a lot, and we do a lot of things when they are running. We running all session from the beginning to to the end. We often in the end we shoot some free throws. Uh, we I divided them by pairs or groups, and we should make it maybe 20 free throws, or maybe 10 of I don't know how to say it in English. 10 pairs of 2 3 throw,
Okay, I got you. I got you. Yeah.
uh, yeah, etc. To give them a rest in the end, to not increase but get low their intensity of training
Yeah.
before stretching, to give them some of rest, three throws. uh, that interesting, and I really love to talk about coaching experience and coaching opinion about in a game, and I I would like to ask you about coaching education, some questions. And How does a coach become licensed in Israel, and what education and certification are required?
So basically, I'm doing it. Saying it sadly, you don't need to do a lot. Uh, you need to have two courses, but one is enough till under 16 age.
Hmm.
It's a course of, I did it back in the time in school, where the program in school. So I didn't do it like most of the coaches, but I think it's something like 6 months, once a week, on Fridays, like for 4 or 5 hours a week. And then you get a certification that you can coach under 16 teams. If you want to coach under further than under 16, like under 18 senior teams, you need to do another course for 7 or 8 months. Also, on Fridays, once a week, for 5 hours per week, and that's it. For to be a basketball coach in Israel.
Oh, it's not hard.
Yeah.
Uh,
How
it's
is
not
it in
hard.
how is it in Russia?
Oh, it's hard. It's hard. If you want to work in school or in some system like CSKA, you should have a bachelor degree to work with kids. To work with kids. But if you want to be an amateur coach, if you want to work with amateur, maybe with adults, amateur, or with amateur kids in private academies, you you don't have nothing. You shouldn't have nothing. It's
But
in private academies, but in school or in serious system, you must have a bachelor degree.
you have a private academy, right?
What?
You have a private academy
I have my private academy. Yeah.
in school or private? But private
Mm,
academies in Russia can play in the CSKA tournament and can play in the regional tournament, as you said.
Yeah, yeah. I have a private academy, but we based in a school,
Okay.
in a school, um, and all private academy can join the all championships. But if they want to if they want to join to citizen government championship, they should have a license of academy. But in other championship, you can join if you want, and if you team can do that. Um,
So basically, not all the coaches have, did the same thing to be a coach in the regional league or the citizen league.
please,
So
can you explain?
yeah, yeah. You said that, for example, in Cheska, you need to do a bachelor degree.
Yeah,
Or in private academy, you don't have to do anything.
yeah,
And both of them can play in the cities and tournament
yeah,
together. So you have a different paths to be a coach in Russia. You can do a degree and go to CSKA or some other clubs
mhm,
like this, or open a private academy without a degree
yeah,
and be in the same league.
yeah.
Uh, so yeah,
Yeah, yeah, you have a lot of opportunities to be a coach in Russia, but I think not maybe in Russia, but in Moscow. Yeah, in region we don't have a lot of teams. We have a lot of teams in Moscow, a lot, really a lot, hundreds.
yeah.
Uh, but yes, your team can be participant of this championship. But one thing in CSKA, they have a lot of training session from the youngest age. From the they start training from the 4 years old, 4 years old, and they play really good at the eight level. We have some clubs like CSKA, young clubs, young system in Moscow, and they started to training like in CSKA from the 4 or 5 years old, and they have a good level too. And they have a lot of training session per week, maybe from 6 to 14 or and more. And if you can compete on this level, you can go it. You can go through it, but yeah, private academy not do not usually are joined to this championship because they can't to compete with these kids. They have a selection. They have a talented kids from the youngest age. It's
So
really hard to compete with them. CSKA have maybe from 6 to 7 teams at each age, and each team play in a different championship. The first team play in the highest level, the seventh team play in the lowest level, but the lowest team is really good too.
yeah.
And it's really hard to compete with them. Mm, and usually we have a big private academies, which, for example, Academy iBasket, they have maybe 5,000 kids in Moscow. They participate in this tournament, but they selected kids from every from
Every
from
area of the
Ye-
city.
yeah. From every area, from every coach, they have 1, 2, or 3 best kids to one team. And they selected maybe from 100 best players. They selected 15, and they and they still lose all. They still lose to CSKA and another franchise in Moscow.
And if you want to be a coach and work in CSKA or other big clubs like CSKA, and you're starting from your entry point is like a private academy. You
Uh,
still need a degree, or they see talent and they take talent and good people that have experience and years of working with players to
mm,
the clubs. How is it working?
Maybe, but one thing, you can do more money in private academies.
That
And it's big different between, for example, my salary and CSKA salary. We have big difference. And for example, me, I don't want to work in CSKA. That's a great experience. Work with talented kids and in the big system, but they don't paid enough money. I have a bachelor degree. I have a lot of another certificates in American, Europe, etc., etc. But I don't want to be in there because uh, I I couldn't cost a lot of things. Mm,
I think if you
but
want to work in a big club, it's because your ambitions are to I don't know, to grow up in this club, to have the experience, to if you want to be in a senior team head coach. That's the reason I see to
mm,
for
yeah,
going also in Israel and for in Germany, or it doesn't matter. Uh,
mm, um,
in private academies, as you said, it's more money. I know how it is also in Israel, it's like this. And it's a lot around player development and working with a lot of kids and to help them not just in basketball, also in life. So every
mm,
person and
yeah, I think that if you want to become a professional coach in a big system and work in Germany, in my country, you should work in a system like CSKA.
yeah,
Private academy isn't enough, doesn't enough for the thing. But in my opinion, I don't want to work with a professional team. I really love to work with kids with my rules. I like to work with kids on my own rules. I do only that thing that I want in my academy, and I really appreciate fate that I can help these kids to learn something about basketball and something about life, because I think my purpose as a coach to growing up not a professional basketball player but a good people, because only
yeah.
1% of all kids become professional players. 99% don't become and grow to professional, but they can be good people with good work, and I can teach them try hard in a lot of different things, not only in sport, because trying hard helps in every life's
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can be not only a basketball player, you can be a judge, you can be a manager, video coordinator, scout, etc., etc. If you want to be and the coach, of course, if you want to be a part of basketball. Uh, and I think that working with a professional club is really hard because of flying from. In my country, for example, flying from one side to another side is a lot of hours. It's really big country. uh, I have friends who work with professional clubs, strength conditional coach and head coach, assistant coach. It's really hard, and and sadly, it's not paying enough on in a higher league. they paid a good salary, but in lower league they paid still enough. Um, what do you think about it?
I agree. I agree. In our country, it's a little bit different because it's a small country.
Yeah.
So, from side to side, 4 hours, 5 hours max by car. Yeah, we don't fly.
Hmm.
So, the time that we we spend. Wait a second. Sorry, אני באמצע. Sorry for that. Where I was? Uh,
About 5 hours from one side to
yeah,
one
so
another side.
it's 5 hours from side to side, and so eventually it's time, and time is money. But it's not like take a flight and travel like this way, and the money is tricky. You need to be in some clubs and in very good situation to make a living. And
Yeah,
you make a living for this year, you don't know if you're going to do it next year. No consistency in this thing. Um, so I think we share the same problems in our countries.
yeah. I understand it. I understand it. And is it possible to make a living as a basketball coach in Israel,
Depends
especially
on
on the ES level?
It depends on what you're coaching. I think again it's really similar to your situation. If you're doing it's not private academies here, but it's the clubs that I explained earlier. But if you have uh, if you manage all the teams and take like and coaching two teams, yeah, you can do it. It's okay. But eventually, you said I'm putting aside the professional path and working with kids, which is okay, more than okay. And if you want to go to the pros, it's really hard. Again, not enough money. You need to travel across the country, not just for games, for to find a job. Uh, so it's really hard, really hard.
It's sad. Mm, and uh, where would you personally like to work in the future? Staying in Israel in a professional club or in a private club, or maybe you want to move to Europe or Asia or the United States or in other basketball market?
I think where I'll find the most the experience or the opportunity to fulfill my full potential. It can be in Israel, it can be abroad, in the US, in Asia, in Europe. Uh, I can tell you that I want to experience different culture. Is one of the things that I on my checklist that I didn't have had yet. But again, it's I think eventually it's the most important thing is the people you're working with and the connection you're making and the personal around you. Uh, to make from the situation the best for you. It can be in Israel, it can be abroad. But my intention is to keep moving. I want to go to the pros. I want to get back to the pros. I've been there 1 year. Uh, One of my ambitions for the summer is to get into doing the international teams, international level. I'm trying very hard to make there. Um, that's the plan for now.
That's great, great goals.
Yeah.
That's great goals. I ask this question all of with all coach which I speak from every country. A lot of them want to work in Europe, not in the United States.
Yeah.
They want to work especially in Europe, not in Asia, not in United States. Uh, One coach from Iceland said that he wants to be a coach in Iceland. He wouldn't come to another country. That's interesting too. Um, and I think it's a good goals if you want to be a professional coach with a highest level uh, in some market. I know that in Asia, in China now is really great opportunities for coaches and really great environment
Yeah.
for basketball players.
China and
My
also Japan.
Japan, yeah.
Also Japan. They in the last years from the TV sponsorships they got a lot of money, and the league got very attractive to players, to coaches, to people around the world. So
Oh,
it's like mini China from in
oh.
the like how China was like a few years ago. So they're starting to 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 build it uh, like this.
I thought it hard to become a coach in Japan. I think they have some requirements for for coaches from another country.
We have one Israeli basketball, one or two, I think two Israeli basketball coaches in Japan right now, and
Oh,
also one assistant coach. I don't know. Maybe you need to stand in some standards, but eventually we have some.
on professional level, it doesn't matter. I think
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
should be a good coach. Yeah, that's all. Um, that's don't looking for your degree. Uh, they look for your results. I think. I like modern Japan basketball, not only professional, but I talk about YAS level. They do a lot of interesting exercises with two balls on coordination skills, a lot of interesting movements with jumping and two balls, and that's really interesting. I use their exercise in my training. Um, my friend work in China now,
Okay.
works in CBA, and he says that's a really great environment, not only for coaches and for players, but he says that really hard work there because a lot of work. They work from 9 to 6. They always have something work to do. Mm, I think it's hard.
Is he saying something about the language over there? Because I know there are not a lot of foreign players and not of a lot of American players, and uh, sorry, a lot of distractions. Not a lot of American players, and the English is not very popular over there. So I saw a
Uh,
lot of mouths that are in Chinese and not in English.
um, yeah, I think that he have mm, uh, sorry, I'm with my Dachshund.
Hello.
He always with me on every podcast. I don't know why. About Chinese, I think that my friend have strange to learn in new languages. He know Russian, Spanish, and several years ago started to learn Chinese, and I think that he know Chinese enough.
Good enough, yeah, good enough
Yeah,
to me.
good enough to teach some players. Mm. But I know that a lot of Chinese people don't know English. They know only Chinese.
Yeah. Oh, it's also like this in Spain.
What?
In Spain, Spanish basketball, ACB, a lot,
Uh,
a lot of
I
coaches don't know English. You can see timeout full timeouts. They speak just Spanish. Uh, by the way, I think in Real Madrid, I don't remember the coach, but even though he knew English, they talk Spanish, and the American players needs to handle it. It's a Spanish country, Spanish league, Spanish club. We talk Spanish. Uh, Learn
Mm,
Spanish.
yeah, that interesting. In in our country, a lot of people don't know English, and but coaches on the high level know,
Yeah,
uh, and some players know it too. For example, my wife don't know English, uh, and I know that you are part of the professional staff of Hapoel Tel Aviv as a
yeah,
video analyst and scout.
yeah.
And I know that Dimitris Itudis, yeah, head coach of the Hapoel right now.
Right now, yes. I worked with coach Danny Franco,
Hmm.
who coach Paul Hulon of the BCL right now, and coach Stefanos Dedas,
Hmm.
uh, who replaced him during the season. Now he's the assistant coach of the coach Dimitris Itoudis.
Dimitris Itudis was working for CSKA for 10 years. I think that he knows Russian language a little
Maybe.
bit. Uh, and how did that opportunity come about?
I think it came from the relationships I built during the years with some people. And when an opportunity arrives, uh, I got the chance to be part of it and join the club.
I I think that video analyst it's really hard work.
Yeah,
For me, I tried. I think maybe 5 years ago, I tried to work for instead. It's a company
I know.
who yeah, yeah. I work maybe 1 week. I was working 1 week for it, but it's really hard for me. I can see it and look and monitor and see all the details. You should have a great attention to details and take all the thing. It's really hard to me. And what about you?
For me, the most hard part of the job was the hours, because it's not like you said in China they're working 9 to 6, and it's hard, a lot of hours, but it's 9 to 6. For me, it was okay. So you have the practices schedule, and you need to be there, and you know where the video meetings happening, and the video needs to be done till then, by then. But till you finish it, you depend on the coach. What the coach wants, which details he want you to put in, and every coach with their you know, there are bugs in their heads. So, so uh, uh, for example, one coach, I knew that on 1 till 2 in the night, he'll send me some things to go over on the video, and I know I have only 5 4 hours to sleep.
Oh,
It doesn't matter when I will send him, hey coach, please send me ta 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 ta. He'll send me at night. So so that part was very hard because you don't know what he want to change. He can tell you that the video is good, and then we're going to practice, and then he's going back home, and then oops, no, I want this one instead of this one. So the availability and the non hours was the very hard thing to me. Uh, that's it. If you have if you know how to read if you understand the game you need to understand eventually the game in some way. Not every coach or all the coaches can do this job. It's exhausting and you need to catch up things quick, like you said. But if you can do it, so I think only the hours and it depend on which coach you're working with. That's the hard
and
one.
what were your main responsibilities?
We had another assistant coach, so we split the job split between us. We first thing we needed to do the actions video of the opposing team. We need to watch some games of the team we're going to face off against, and make a video of the actions with the instructions from the coach, and also a sheet with all the plays. We drew all the actions to give the players. They can learn it. Second thing was player video, personal video. Again, every coach works differently. I can tell you, for example, that Coach Danny Franco wants a lot of details, a lot of information in those kind of videos, and Coach Stefanos Dedas, less is more. As less as you can. He believe that in this way, it's not right or wrong. It's every coach believe what he think is best for the players, best for the team. So we needed to do a player personal video with the strengths and weaknesses of every player to show a little eclipse of them. Um, and also a scouting report of every player with basically what you wrote in the video, in the personal video. That was the main work during the week. And when you do it for two competitions like the IBSN and the Euro Cup, there's all the time the next game and the next game and the next game and the next game. So it doesn't end. Uh, that's
Okay. And how important is video analysis today? What do you think about it?
I think it's really important because first of all, you don't have a lot of time to practice because of all the flights and because of the a lot of competitions and almost every team are playing. So you need to get ready for the game in some other way. Second thing, it's also we didn't talk about player development in this area of the video analysis. You can see it, if you can sit with the players and show them, hey, look, yesterday in the game you did this one and this one. I want you to do that one or that one. It can be a team related or player related. Doesn't matter. But I think it's really important to sit alone with the players and show them what they can do better or what they did good, and we want them to continue to do it. Uh,
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you. In NBA, they used this instrument a very long time ago. I watched an interview with Andrei Kirilenko. Do you know the player?
yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, and he said that when he was in Utah Jazz system, their scout give them a list about every player, and about Kobe Bryant was writing something about he can do anything, not strength, not weaknesses. He can do anything. uh, Scout prepper. And about video analysis, how early should young coaches start learning these skills?
I think that the sooner the better, because you can take it to which direction you want. It open doors after it. Uh, uh, so I think it's a tool that very important in nowadays. And also the kids these days, uh, they know how to take information from the screens. It's really easy for them. If you look back at our childhood, where the screen just arrived, so we needed to learn how to do it. They grew up to it. So I think the videos for kids these days need to be short, simple, like TikTok. They flip it all the time. It's the instant information and uh, and finish it. But
Uh, do you do
yeah,
this thing for your girls teams, for example?
it's not for every game, but yes, for important games we do it. I think now we're starting the busy part of the season with the better team, so we'll do it more. But yeah,
And you cut it like TikTok videos from 15 to
I'm
20
I'm,
seconds.
I'm not doing it like TikTok videos. It's like a 5 to 6 minute video and I split it to subjects, but every subject is instant. It's really quick.
With your
Uh,
comments.
what?
With your comments. So
Yeah,
5 6 minutes with your comment.
yeah, yeah, yeah. 5 to 6 minutes from the start till the end. And eventually 5 6 minutes in a video from video length is like 30 minutes in a session because you stop, you're talking, they ask questions, and we have a conversation about it. But after 6 minutes, they can't handle it. It's
Yeah,
really tough.
yeah, I
Uh,
understand it.
and again, if your team did practice sessions before and they know how to approach to this one, so you can feel comfortable to not do it quick or instant information. But today, from the younger kids, if you don't expose them before and you want to start to do it, I think it's the better way to make them understand it, make them love it, make them take information easier from this tool.
Mm. So you bring together and watching video clip from five
Yeah,
to 6 minutes, and you are talking mistakes and some good moments. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's it. I'm
you not receive them this file with your comment. Yeah, in some chat.
and no, we're sitting together. What do you mean about with the video comments? I didn't fully understand it.
Video comments.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, no, I can cut some video and I
Okay.
can't record my comments on the video and send this video to my.
Okay. So I'm not sending this. We're going coming to practice. Before practice, we see it like if the practice is at 7, we're coming at 6. I'm bringing the computer, put it on the TV, play the video, and we talk about it over there. Sometimes they come with notebooks and they write their notes on the notebooks. I write things on the video, but I'm not sending the video to the players. If you want to see, if they want to see that again, we sit together and we see that again,
Mm.
private. But I keep it for me.
Why you don't send this video to them?
Because no good reason. I don't want. I don't know if one of the players in the middle of the season moving to other team.
Mm.
So there will
Okay.
be privacy.
Okay, privacy.
Privacy.
Uh, okay. We are talking 1 hour and a half. Do you have 15 minutes more?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. In the end of the conversation, I would like to talk about some international work, future vision, and about foreign coaches in Israel. If a foreign coach want to work in Israel, what would be the most realistic entry points and challenges for them?
I think it's really hard because you can see the foreign coaches comes to Israel just in the senior level and in the first division. Uh, uh, but there isn't a specific rule that said that you can't come from Russia, for instance, and come to work in my club in Ramat Hasharon. You can do it. It's okay. I think the most hard thing that you'll have to manage is the language, because when you work with young players, you need to know the language, and not all the players know good English in
Mm,
in that age to build a successful relationship. So I think that's the hardest thing, but there's no rule that say that you can do it. I didn't saw a player, a coach that comes to work in Israel from abroad on the youth teams. In the senior team, you can see a lot of Greek coaches. If it's a Tudis, Dedas, we had a coach here at Natanya that fired last week, Leonikis, I think his name was. A lot of Greek coaches, but on the senior level and Division One level. Beneath it, you can see, you can come, they can come, but it's not popular.
mm, okay. Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
And about basketball system, which basketball countries or development systems do you personally admire or learn from the most?
Can you explain again in a different way so I can fully understand?
Mm, in the world, we have a lot of basketball systems like Serbian basketball system, United States basketball system, Chinese, etc., etc. And which basketball countries do you personally admire or learn from the most?
I really like the Spanish program. I worked with one player that played there in a I think it was a private club in Madrid. It's very similar to what you told me before about the private academies and ju- I think over there the private academy they have a lot of pro private academies. It's not just in the teams, and they have a city tournaments and country tournaments, and they have a lot of under 18, under 20, under 21, under 23 leagues that help to develop the players and give them the opportunity to develop in their own pace. And that's why you see a lot of Spanish players blew up late and comes out of nowhere. And almost all the Spanish teams have a lot of Spanish players on the rosters that play also in European competitions. And I think that's a big reason for it. The all the leagues they created and gave their own players a platform to play and develop on their own pace.
Thank you. And we met each other on EuroLeague head coaches board,
What was
and
that?
we met each other on EuroLeague head coaches board, and they give to us great opportunities to visit some clubs at practice week. And which practice week do you prefer and
I
choose?
don't know. Yeah, I right now I'm not coming to a practice week because I had a back surgery a few months ago.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
so I can flight, and also my all my practice when I coach, it's really hard for me because I can't demonstrate enough things. I need to be careful. So it really sucks that I.
what happened?
You know, a discotemia thing. It's like one of the disc of the. I
Uh,
tell you how to I'll say it in English because it's a medical determination.
one second. I can't translate it.
Herniated disc, you know.
uh, Spinal disc.
I think it's like, you know, we have the discs on the back, and one of them just broke up, and I they had a surgery, and then after it wasn't fully successful, and 3 months later I get back to the hospital again for 1 week. So I can't commit to a flight right now because of my medical situation. So it sucks, but I hope I had the chance to do it next week and next year.
Oh, I wish you. Oh, well, I don't know this good health.
Yeah.
I wish you health. I have a back injury too, and I have an ACL injury. I haven't got ACL right now. And I know that when you can could that you, when you can't to not explain when you can do the same things to that to kids watch that you can do a lot of things. Yeah,
Yeah, I got you. But
yeah,
eventually, basketball gives you some, and basketball takes you some.
yeah, yeah. Shit happens sometimes. I think that. Yeah.
It's okay. But I'm in good progress, and I hope next year I can visit some. I have the time and the opportunity to visit.
Okay, and when you will be held, which practice week will you prefer?
I really like to go to the Brooklyn Nets
Oh,
because
that's
yeah,
great.
'cause they have the I think the best combinations of the things that interesting me if that's a worldwide basketball organization, first of all, and a European coach that has a philosophy that I can relate to and can learn and take inspired to. And also we have two Israeli players over there. So in addition, in a bonus side.
That's
But it,
great.
yeah, yeah. Where are you going? Which part this week?
I choose Red Star in
Nice,
Serbia.
nice.
In Serbia, yeah, I think that in Serbia they have a great work with fundamentals at YAS level, and I connection with some coaches from Serbia, and I really want to meet them in person.
Yeah, yeah,
What? But I think Brooklyn Nets, it's really, really good choice. Really good choice. Igor German from Russia is playing now in Brooklyn Nets. I really want to visit Brooklyn Nets too, maybe in next year, and I want to visit Combine Academy. Is it more similar to my work in Russia? And I really want to see how they work with kids in United States because I never be in the US and I talk with some coaches and recorded a podcast, but I really want to see it in live, in person.
yeah, yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah, I think, but maybe next year.
Yeah,
Maybe next year. Yeah. And in the end of our conversation, we talked about your perspective in the future, that about your personality, likes about your work. But where do you see yourself in the next 3 5 years?
I'm not like I don't like to put me on a label. I think I see myself in the situation that will get the best out of me. Because I worked with boys, I worked with girls, I worked with youth, I worked with seniors. I tried everything, and I liked everything. So I think the best opportunity that will come, that will make me feel first of all comfortable, make the most out of me, and I think that's the place I want to be. It can be in youth, it can be in seniors, it can be in men and in boys, and it can be in girls. Right now, I'm focusing on the girls, obviously, uh, and I want to get back to the pro level in the near future. But in 5 years, I think that's the answer.
Mm. Um, I think I know that you travel a lot,
Yeah,
a lot of countries. I see your
mostly
social
on
media.
vacation. Yeah,
What?
mostly for vacations.
Yeah. And how many countries do you visited?
Uh, a lot. I
Can
can give
count.
you that number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. I think that moving to work is hard because you move to one no, at least one season
Yeah.
with family, etc. I think it's hard. What do you think about it?
I agree. I agree, but I never tried this before. Uh,
Okay.
I never moved for work.
Hmm.
So I think an experience that I really want to try, and I really want to see if it's good for me, if it's to know if it's not good for me. Usually, they say when you pass the first year, it will be good after it. The hard time is the first year. So I hope that I'll get the opportunity to try this, and we'll see.
Oh, I think you will receive some if you want um, to work abroad with best environment for you. Uh, I love for me. I love to work in Moscow. It's a really beautiful, big, and social city with a lot of things to do. But I don't like climate in our country because it's cold
Yeah.
from October to April. We have a warm summer from June to August, but in the mid of the season it's really cold. Maybe I want to work maybe in Dubai. My wife really want to
Bye.
to Dubai, or she sometimes tell me, maybe Arnold, maybe you want to work in Thailand or or Dubai or maybe California, something.
Thailand is the
But
dream. The dream.
what?
Thailand is the dream.
Yeah, but it's so cheap country, so cheap country. But I think it's her dream. Yeah. Uh,
Country, but you don't need to spend a lot to live well.
Yeah, yeah, I think, but it's hard to move with the dog
Yeah,
to Thailand.
no, I'm
It's
joking.
really we can do it without our dog. Yeah, we can do it. Okay, I thank you for this conversation. I really appreciate to visiting this podcast, and I think it was really interesting for me. Not I think I know that it was really interesting for me. Thank you for conversation.
I want to thank you as well. It was my first experience in a podcast. So
Oh, that's
yeah,
great.
yeah, yeah. So it was fun. It was fun. It was fun to talk about what we love. It was fun to meet you. It was fun to see and talk about other cultures. And I hope we'll have the chance to do it again in the future.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
thank
your
you.
really head coaches board give us a good opportunity to meet each other and talk with each other, and that's really great. Really great
Yeah,
that we can talk from one side of the world to another side of the world um, and give to each other some own experience.
yeah, yeah. I couldn't agree
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, you first session at podcast was great. Uh,
Yeah.
thank you. It will be available, I think, in 1 month
Okay.
or for 45 days. Just record. Just recorded all podcast, and I started to montage them all in January
Well,
because it's a lot of work. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Goodbye. Have a nice day. Thank
Thank
you.
you. You too. And see you.